50 likes, folks. You know the drill. A way of life is what the last word is, and it's back again on your screens. Here we go. The last word. Go, tin pot. Oh, what? I'll just leave this game with that clip. Last word, tin pot. There's no other way to describe that game yesterday. A mediocre draw that does nobody any favours. Cheers for wasting my time. And everyone else's for that matter. Alloa's performance on Friday night was something else. Really good football at times, mixed in with their usual fighting spirit. They've got to be commended for it. I think pretty much everyone was expecting Dundee United to rock up at the end of the drill and come away with probably a couple of goals and the 3 points. But Alloa had other ideas. Full-time score, Alloa 1, Dundee United 0. Last word, massive shock. But as I said, a well-deserved win for the Wasps. Motherwell are doing well this season so far, eh? I think it's pretty much one of the Premiership predictions, one of the only ones that I've got pretty much certain so far. I may not end up getting their finishing position correct, but I made the claim that they would push into the top 6 this season, and they're currently sitting 4 points clear in 3rd place in the current Europa League spot. It really is a class start for them, and if it finishes like that come the end of the season, albeit it's a long way away, there's still more than 30 games to play I believe, but if it does finish like that, then that is some season for the well. Last word, going strong. At Tynecastle Park though, there is one team that is certainly not going strong, and that is the home team, Heart of Midlothian. H-E-A, R-T-S. I was often told as a youngster that I had a cracking singing voice. Here's a stat for you. Scottish Premiership wins at Tynecastle in the last 6 months. Kilmarnock 2, Hibs 1, Motherwell 1, Rangers 1, Heart of Midlothian 0. Last word, poor stuff. Hearts fans and Craig Levein himself will have went through a bit of a turbulent few weeks there. Hibs, Edinburgh Derby win, going through to the Betfred Cup semi-final and down here. I'm going to go for a Ross County win here. I do think Ross County playing bottom of the league St Johnstone should be a certainty, but we just never know. Aye, you're exactly right, Ben. You just didn't know. In a fixture that I claimed that a Ross County win should be a certainty, well, check the stats. I am absolutely clueless, and I offer no great knowledge when it comes to betting games of football. Do not on any circumstance come to this channel for betting advice. But of course, be gamble aware, and when the fun stops, stop. Last word, terrible call. Ayr United had the chance to go 3 points clear at the top of the Championship with a win against Inverness yesterday after Dundee United's 1-0 loss to Alloa. An Ayr United win looked like just a formality considering their start to the season, and well, the incentive was certainly there. But who are Ayr's bogey team? Oh aye, that'll be their opponents Inverness, a team they haven't beaten at Somerset Park since 2003. Full-time score, Ayr United 0, Inverness 2, and the run at Somerset Park continues. The Kelly Jags walk away from Somerset Park with 3 points and go within just 2 points of top teams Ayr United and Dundee United. Football, football, football. You're weird. Last word, no words. I genuinely just don't know how to describe that situation. It certainly wasn't down to the lack of trying or creating chances, but Partick Thistle and Ian McCall haven't followed up last weekend's win with another one this time around. It's just back to that same old feeling at Firhill for the Thistle fans. Now, of course, I'm no Partick Thistle fan, so I genuinely don't know how they feel about this result at this moment in time. Me personally, if I was in the situation, I'd be frustrated with the result, but I'd probably understand that this fix at Firhill is not going to be an overnight thing, and certainly not as quick as us football fans would like it to be. Last word, harsh reality. Montrose FC, 2 wins in the last 2 weeks and off bottom spot in League One. Yes lads, well done. Last week they defeated Peterhead 4-3 at home, and now they've went away from home and defeated a decent Clyde side who currently sit just outside the promotion playoff places in League One. I wouldn't say a win for Montrose here is going to start propelling them up the league, but getting out of that dreaded automatic relegation place is a start. Last word, out of trouble. For now. The biggest game in League One yesterday. Starks Park, the wee team taking on the Bairns. The two teams pipped to be fighting for promotion in League One this season. Going into the game, it was first place taking on third place, and it finished a 2-2 draw, with Wraith keeping that very good home record intact. They also had new signing Danny Armstrong making his return debut at Wraith Rovers, and he got a goal and assist on that return debut. I think that's what they call good days at the office. Last word, point of peace. On the Danny Armstrong front, by the way, yes, I am going to just forget that he trailed for Dunfermline earlier this week, and we will say no more on the matter. And from the biggest game in League One to the biggest game in League Two this weekend, as Cowdenbeath took on Edinburgh City at Central Park. But wait, just wait there, I believe I have a clip to show you. And Cowdenbeath have actually had a really good home record this season. The only games that they have lost is away from home, as I said, to Elgin and Cove Rangers. Every home game they've had so far, they've won it. So, the fact that Cowdenbeath are playing at home will give them that wee edge. So, I'm going for a Cowdenbeath home win. Thank you. I'll just take the credit for all the good predictions that I make. Cover up the bad ones with the good ones just to make myself feel a bit better. In all seriousness though, a good result for Cowdenbeath, and one that puts them within just a point of top spot in League 2. Last word, big win. And the reason that Cowdenbeath have now closed the gap at the top of League 2 is because a team have finally beaten Cove Rangers this season. Stenhousemuir Football Club have defeated Cove Rangers 3-2 at Ochilview Park, and as I said, have dealt Cove their first league loss this season. David Marsh, David Hopkirk and Mark McGuigan have provided the goals to send Stenhousemuir into the promotion playoffs in League 2 for now. We've got to say it's a surprise result, but don't we all love a good shock result every now and then? Last word, you love to see it. And that's it for this video guys, cheers for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like, comment down below your last word for the game you were at this weekend, and subscribe for more of this type of content. And until the next video, I'll see you then. Cheers guys.